Second Samuel 5. So David became king. The people knew that what God said to him, and the people then anointed king after he ruled Judah for 7 years. So his life, like, it felt like he was running for a long time away from Saul, but at 30 years old, that's when he became king. So fairly young. When I read it, I felt like he was much older before he became king, but he became king pretty young. And so that's what happened. And after he became king, he also got more wives and children, and one of them was called was Solomon. And this one, like, how Solomon came about will be described like in detail later, but right now they're just the Bible is talking about like just an overall view, like overarching view. And so yeah, so after he became king, he conquered the Jebusites. He conquered Jerusalem and made it a fortress called the City of David, and grew stronger because God was with him. And that is important to know, that he did not do this by himself, that he got all this because God was with him. And then the Philistine tried to fight him, but God delivered them. And it's interesting that before he does anything to the Philistine, he always inquired of the Lord. So that's a very good like trait or like practice that David does that is good. So it's also interesting that when he defeated the Philistine, it says that the Philistine abandoned the idol, and David and his men carried them off. To do what? I don't know. I hope it's to burn them or something, and not to use them, because it might become a snare, like it has many times. So the Philistine tried to go against him again, and he inquired, and he did as the Lord commanded him. And he knows that God has gone out in front to strike the Philistine army. He knows that his strength comes from God.